So who's at Camp Mowglis for the first time this year? Oh, 3 guys, huh? Okay. Well, I'm Mr. B. What do you like to be called?
Mr. Gross is fine.
Okay, Mr. Dross, Mr. D, Mr. B, Mr. D sounds kind of similar, but he likes Mr. Dross. You can call me Mr. B. I'll try to remember your names, beginning with Oliver, okay? On one end, Dean on the other. So this is the woodworking shop. Now you two guys, did you come in last year?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna give you a little introduction. Hold on a minute. In here, the boys learn that they can take a pine board like this and make just about anything out of it, okay? Right now, the boys in the industry, you've heard of industries, probably, they're making toolboxes. And this is a full-size regulation toolbox. And this is a full-size saw. And as you can see, it fits inside the toolbox. And the reason that the boys that are taking the industry do the toolboxes first is so that then, when we go around camp making improvements, fixing things, they can put whatever tools and supplies they might need right in the box, okay? So, here we have lots of hand tools and lots of power tools. I'm going to show you how some of them work. Mr. Dross, I think we better get a pair of safety glasses for each one of these men.
They're all in fencing, or war last period. Probably changing out stuff.
Okay. The boys in woodworking, they make the toolboxes we talked about. They make campfire benches, we talked about that. You know what those are. They even make bird houses, which look like this. And they take them home, and they can put them on a tree, you know, outside in their yard, or on the side of the garage. This is a real birdhouse with an asphalt shingle, so it won't leak. Now, I come from the state of Connecticut. And in Connecticut, anybody here from Connecticut?
There's someone in college who's from Connecticut, but it's not in this group.
Okay. Well, the state bird in Connecticut is the robin. You've all heard of the robin?
Yes.
So, let's say you wanted a sparrow to be in your birdhouse, or you wanted a robin, or you wanted a cardinal. Maybe you want a blue jay, though most people don't want blue jays. They're really big and they eat a lot of food. But it's the size of the hole that determines the size of the bird, really. So I like robins. They're really pretty. They have orange on them. So I know what size hole to have for a robin. Now, all the boys like to make boats, fancy boats, okay? I'm gonna come over and, well, you come over here. I'm gonna show you this special saw.
We are still missing.
Come on over here. You used. Let's say this board is a little too long. We only want it to be about here. Okay, this isn't going to be really loud. You don't need to be scared of it. Okay, I'm going to cut off a little piece. Whoa. Any idea what kind of wood this is? What?
Spruce?
Close.
Birch.
It's no.
Pine?
Pine. Do we have a lot of pine trees at Camp Mowglis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this is what pine smells like. It's really good. In woodworking, even if it's a hot, sweaty day, you smell great because you get covered with the sawdust. Okay? Okay, that's pine. Now let's say, well, Oliver, you were here last year, so you know what a candle boat is. You probably made a candle boat.
No, I didn't make a candle.
Oh, you didn't?
Well, because I was a 4-week.
Oh, you were 4-weeker. Okay. Well, a candle boat is when you take a thin piece of wood and you put a mast on it and a colorful sail and you put your name on there and all, and we send them out at the end of the summer. But if we wanted to get fancy, okay, we could design a boat. Let's say you wanted to make a fancy boat. You would draw it on a piece of paper first so you know what it's going to look like. And by moving these saw blades, I'm going to make a very special cut here, and then you're going to see what I mean. So we're just taking a regular piece of wood, right? And we made this fancy cut. And now look,
That.
there is the front of the boat, man. Like that?
Yes.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, if I had made the cut less fancy, meaning, let's suppose I only did this. Then it wouldn't come out anything like that. Okay? So here's where it's fun in here, because you get to be creative and decide what you want to do.
It's like the Titanic.
If you wanted the boat to be really long, then this angle wouldn't be as wide, because if you kept extending these out, it'd be way like this in no time. So you'd make it narrower. Okay? Those are some of the things that you can do. Now, I want to introduce you. So this is one of the saws. And of course you could do that by hand with a hand saw, but it'd be pretty, you'd have to be very patient and it would take a lot longer.
Where's the instructions?
Okay.
And that blue case over there, I think one of those would be a nice safe one to use.
Any size or?
Sort of in the middle somewhere. Not too big, maybe what we've used for a screw hole.
Go 5/16.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Mr. Droz got his gold ribbon for woodworking. So he knows what he's doing. And so does Lion, who's in the den this year. He actually got it when he was in Panther, okay? So this is called a drill press. And it makes holes. All right. I think what we're going to do, we're going to give each of you a block of wood, and you're going to make a hole, okay? Now, if the drill press makes you nervous and you don't want to use it, you don't have to. But I think after I show you how it works, and a couple of you do it, you'll be okay. We put the board under the drill that we want to have the hole in. And with our left hand, we hold it down. And we're going to turn the drill on here. See that? And then, with these handles, we're just going to pull it down like this. And now I've got that nice perfect hole in there. Okay? Now, if you wanted to, here again, I'm trying to get you guys to think about the possibilities. Maybe you wanted to have a block of wood with your first initial on it, okay? So in my case, even my first initial is the same as my last initial, B. So I would write with a pencil a B, whatever size I wanted, on a piece of wood. And then I would gradually go around those pencil lines with the drill press, and I would have a B in the wood. Okay. So, who's going first? Okay, come right over. So you're gonna pull it down over here, right? Then you're gonna pull that up, and you're gonna turn it on. Then grab that one, and just come down, not too quick, but not too slow. You can go a little faster than that. That's good. A little more. I'm gonna go all the way through. A little farther. I think that's good. Now let it up slowly. Okay. Right, turning that off. Okay. Now, how's it look?
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Turn this on. Push your left hand at the very end. Keep it away from the drill. Push on the wood. And hold it down. Okay. Now, gradually bring it down. You can go faster than that. A little faster. That's probably good. Now let it up slowly. Okay. That's good. Now turn it off. Now, you know how to be really safe with the drill press, guys?
How?
Well, you start with your left hand over here, holding the wood down. Then you turn it on. Then you come over here and you pull the drill down.
Yeah.
You let it up. You go back over here and you turn it off. And you leave your left hand here and your right hand here until the drill stops turning. And then you know you're always going to be safe. Huh? Left hand? Yep. Turn it on. Pull that up. Okay, well done. Turn it off. Leave your hands there. Okay, well done.
Yay.
All right, here we go. Keep your left hand down here. Okay.
Mr. David Lasco is on the StarCraft.
So guys, I want you to pay attention here. Now, to save time, I sawed these up in advance, okay? And you can see that there's a lot of dust on here, little wood fragments from where the saw was.
Stop.
So before you start sanding, a couple of things you need to know. Okay, watch over here. First of all, in wood, there's grain. It's called grain. And it runs in one direction. Can you see in this board which direction the grain is running? You see these lines? Okay, in this board they're going the long way. So you want to sand with the grain. And we want to get this peach fuzz off of here. That's what we call this. So you simply take your sanding block like this and get that all nice and smooth. And then if there happens to be any pencil marks or any little dings, do that. So here's how you do it.
Listen first.
You want to hold the block, hold the boat on the table and move the sandpaper, not the other way around. Okay. Okay. But forget about these boards. I want you to do it on these little boats. We're gonna. Oh yeah. Just keep your boat. Sure.
So, Mr. Galidi, go ahead. First thing to do is get all the trip gear and stuff sorted. After that's squared away, then we can make that work. Okay, thanks.
So, with the size that they are, let's go in the hole for the rope. And they're a bit big, so you will have to tap them in.
Don't go too hard yet because we want to put some glue there. This is really strong glue.
Put it on your arm.
Well, yes, the ultimate.
Wait, did you put it on your hat?
On my hat?
Yeah. You should just put it on
No,
your hat.
not if I want to take my hat off. I don't put it on
You
there.
would go bald.
Not if I want to take my hat off.
The glue is so strong that if you're trying to rip two pieces of wood apart, it'll break before the bond between the two pieces of wood break.
That is so true. Hard to believe, but true. So men, I'm going to put this so-called tight bond. So you've probably all heard of Elmer's glue, but Elmer's glue would not do this. So you're going to just dab it in there a little bit, okay? But make sure it really covers the bottom. You might even just hold it there for just a moment.
All good? You get any glue on that?
No.
Yes.
Dab it in the glue.
That is nice and straight. That's really straight. Oh, is the craft shop closed?
It's just a one, there's no sign of staying there.
Oh, they look great all lined up like that. I love that. It looks like a fishing village. But here's something serious though, guys. You want to be very careful with these masts because you don't want to poke somebody in the eye with them or something. So be careful not to play with these in the wrong way. But these are yours, and between now and the next time you come, be thinking about any improvements that you might want to make to the boat. Whether it's a fancy angle on the bottom so that they'll be faster, or more permanently putting your name on there, or the name of the boat, you know, engraving it, whatever it happens to be. We could even stain them. You know, we could say, okay, I don't like this wood this color. I want it to be a little darker. I want it to look like mahogany, you know, or something like that. When I teach the boys how to nail for the first time, yeah, just spread out so you can see. And just very carefully get it started. Like that. Then you're going to hold the boards down with your left hand. And if you're left-handed, you know, you hold the nail with your right hand, if you know what I mean. But then, don't go like this and try to do it fast. A tap and a hit, okay? Bump, bump. Now, why are we taking it slower and having the tap? So that we're accurate, so that we don't miss the nail. Because if you're going hard, you know, and you're putting dents in the wood and maybe hitting your thumb, and you don't want to do that. So a tap and a hit. Has anybody here ever tried to play golf? Hit a golf ball? Okay, so now your ball is on the green, you know, and it's pretty close to the hole. You're not just going to go walking up to the ball and go like that, are you? No. And I don't mean that it would have to be hard. No, you're gonna look at what you're doing. And most golfers, I think, they kind of do this. They think about it so that they get their aim just right. And this is the equivalent of that. That's what you're really doing when you look at it, tap it, and then hit it. And you choke up on the hammer a little bit. Don't hold it way back here because it's harder to aim that way. Okay. You want to try? Why don't you finish that one off? Put your left hand here. Are you right-handed?
I'm left.
Okay, then do the opposite. Hold it with your right. That's right. Okay, you get the idea, so hit it a little harder. Okay. All right, Mr. Gross, take over with the next man.
There you go.
So hold it about here and a tap and a hit. With your left hand holding it down. Or your right hand. Yeah, it's in enough. But this hand wants to be more out of the way. Speaking for myself, I don't like it when I hit my thumb. Okay, you want to do some more? Come over here. You don't want your arm on a sharp edge like that, okay? So we would take our router. See how nice that is? Feel that compared to that. Okay? If you're out there riding on the boat, nice sunny, windy afternoon, maybe you're out for 2-3 hours, your arm's gonna feel a lot better here than it is here, okay? So this is called a router. Now I want to show you another tool, which I know you're gonna like. All right.
It's a boot.
It's an electric sander.
AKA, I'm an electric boot.
All right. So let's say you've made some really nice project, okay? And I don't know, you missed the nail and you put a dent in the wood, or maybe the wood isn't really smooth. Like here, it isn't as smooth as it is here. Okay, now you take this. All right, see how that's coming along?
I wouldn't chew.
Can I try?
Yeah, so
I know how to use it.
this paper's a little loose. Hold on. You know, I'm always talking about my favorite tools, but I think I have a lot of favorite tools actually.
Can I use that one on mine?
Can I use it on mine?
Well, we're not going to, this paper is too rough for your boats, but you can try it on this piece of wood here,
Yeah.
just so you get some practice, okay? Who wants to go? You want to go? Okay, your turn. I want you to, and you're left-handed or right-handed?
Right hand.
Okay, put your right hand up there and put both your hands up there. And you want to kind of keep it from moving around too much. But you want to go forward and backwards just a little. Now it's going to vibrate, but there's nothing to be scared of, okay? Ready? Back and forth. The goal is to get rid of that line and smooth the wood. And the harder you push, the faster it'll take it off. Yeah, and I like that circular motion, it's pretty good. Stop. Anybody else want to give that a try? Like I said, this is just to give you ideas for today. Okay, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you gotta be aggressive with it. Don't let it control you. You control it. A little more forward. Keep it working on that line. How's that feel? Yeah, so there are many kinds of electric sanders, guys. This is just one of them, but this particular one, it's called a vibrating sander because it doesn't have a piece of sandpaper that goes around in circles, for instance. It just vibrates like crazy. Thank you very
Can I
much.
leave the boat here?
You can. I'll put it in a safe spot.